Assalamualaikum, my dear class 10 business study students. How are you? I hope inshallah all of you are well. I am also well. Now we are starting a new chapter. This is chapter 2 and the chapter name is agricultural inputs. And do know that this is our last chapter, and like other chapters I think it would be easier for you. This is agricultural inputs. Now we are starting this. Let's start. First of all, what is agricultural inputs? So definition of agricultural inputs. Agricultural inputs are defined as materials permitted for use in agricultural farming or crop production. For example, seed, fertilizer, insecticide, tractor, etc. act as agricultural inputs. Now, agricultural inputs, if we can explain it in our own language, agricultural inputs are such things or such materials that are used in or that are necessary for our crop production. For example, for crop production, you need a land, you need seed, you need water, because irrigation is obligatory for agriculture. So seed, land, water. For cultivation you may need spade or tractor, etc., even insecticide, fertilizer. So all of this which are necessary for crop production, these are called agricultural inputs. Now can you tell me what will be agricultural outputs? Agricultural outputs are harvest. Harvest will be agricultural outputs, and agricultural inputs are things that are used for crop production. And after crop production, when we get product, it will be agricultural outputs. Now our concern about agricultural inputs, because this is our chapter name. So agricultural inputs are at the heart of rural marketing and rural development. And for agricultural inputs of crop production, first of all, it is necessary seeds. Seed is a principal medium for reproduction of plant. Okay. Generally, the part which is used for plant regeneration is called seed. Seed, what is seed? Seed is the part which is used for plant regeneration or plant reproduction. It is called seed. To get clear idea about seed, we can understand seed in two ways. Well, here there is a two definition of seed. One is in the sense of botany, because botany is a subject. It gives you knowledge about plants, so botany. And another one is agriculture. So there are two sense of knowledge. One is botany. So in sense of botany, fertilized and mature ovule containing an embryo in a dormant state is called seed. This type of seed also known as crop seed or true seed or botanical seed. Example: rice, wheat, mustard, sesame, bean, cowpea, tomato, cauliflower, chili, cumin, dhancha, berry, jackfruit, etc. Now look at this is our bean seed. Okay, everyone knows this is bean seed. Okay, so it's a bean seed, and when just I open its peel, it is called ovule. And if you look at this seed, these are mature. Mature means it gets enough time for maturation. Okay, this is mature. And fertilized, that now another topic called as fertilized. Fertilized means fertilized is such type of condition. Here it is it is ready for reproduction process. Now my seed is fertilized, it's mature, so it is ready for reproduction process. Okay. Now another one is fertilized, mature, and ovule. Now you may have a question: what is ovule? When we just open this peel, I find such type of portion. This is called ovule. When I just it is just before it is just original seed. When I just wash out or just open this peel. Just in this way, just open this peel. I find this one. Okay, these are called ovule. And look at this, it's a very small. When if you look at this is a small portion which just join this two part. Okay, this two part, they join it, this small portion. Okay, if you have a bean in your at your home, you can just open this peel in that way, and you can find that two part of seed is joined in a small part, and this is called embryo. Okay, and now this embryo is in dormant condition. Dormant condition is such type of condition, you can say it waiting condition, or you can say it's sleeping condition. This is our embryo. It's a small portion, just join this two part of the seed. Okay, and when this embryo gets an accurate environment or suitable environment, it can germinate and plant will come out. So now you can easily understand the definition. Now we can again, I repeat it: fertilized and mature ovule containing an embryo in a dormant state is called seed. When seed germinate, then we cannot say it is seed. So seed is such thing. This is fertilized, mature ovule, and it contains an embryo which is stays in dormant state. And dormant state, it means sleeping state or waiting state for favorable condition, and this is called seed. So this is, I have a such type of seed here. Okay, and these are called true crop seed or true seed or botanical seed. An example is, all of you know, this is bean seed and cowpea seed, jackfruit seed, berry seed, chili seed, cauliflower seed, tomato seed, and I think you know this very well. And this is called botanical seed. Now you may have a question: what will be our agronomical seed? Okay, agronomically, any plant part such as root, leaf, stem, bud, branch which can produce a new plant of its own type in favorable condition is called propagating material. Now I can explain it. What is propagating materials? If you I think you know that potato, all of you, it's very common vegetables in our country, potato, and potato tuber is used as to for reproduction of another potato. We use it, and even mango stem, cutting mango stem, or rose bud, we use it to for reproduction or to reproduce another plant. Okay, even we know that banana sucker is used for banana cultivation to reproduce more banana trees. Even pineapple, it has crown. This crown is used for for reproduction of pineapple. So there we do not use in their seed. Okay, banana sucker, crown of pineapple, even it is common patharkuchi leaf. This leaf is used as for the reproduction of another patharkuchi plant leaf. Even root of sweet potato, this root is used for the reproduction. So potato tuber, root of sweet potato, thistle gourd, patharkuchi leaf, then sugarcane set, crown of pineapple, banana sucker. In that case, we do not use their seed. We just use their part of this plant. And when this part of plant is used for reproduction process or to produce a new plant, this is in favorable condition. This is called propagating material. All of you clear it? So this is propagating material. In case of bean, they do not have any propagating material. They are just reproduced by their with their seed. But propagating materials are we find it in some vegetables, even some fruits, plants, others. Okay, so these are called propagating material. In our agriculture, things that are used or for plant reproduction, we can see it. All of these are seed. Do you understand me or no? I repeat it. In agriculture, or in the sense of agriculture, either plant parts or seeds that are used to produce or to reproduce another new plant, all of this we can say it, all of these are seed. See, in that case, potato tuber is also seed. In that case, banana sucker is also seed. In that case, seed of bean, these are also seed. Okay. So in the sense of agriculture, there is no propagating material. If propagating material, if these are used for reproduction of another plant, to produce another plant, if they are used, we can say all of these are seed. So there is no true seed or crop seed in the sense of agriculture. So all types of crop seeds and all types of propagating materials, if they are used to produce another new plant, all of this can unitedly, we can say it in the sense of agriculture, we can say it, all of them are seed. If we can say all of them are seed, so we can say that all botanical seeds are agronomic seed, because all of true seeds we also consider it as say agronomic seeds, but all agronomic seeds are not botanical seeds. Do you understand me or not? I explain it, or again I try to clear it. True seeds, these are true seed. This is called true seed or botanical seed. So these are included in agronomic seeds. And even potato tuber, these are not a seed. Root of Tusalgard or Pathorkuchi leaf or banana sucker, these are not seed. So it is not true seed, or it is not seed in the sense of botany, but they are used for reproduction purposes. So in that case, in case of agriculture, in the sense of agriculture, they are also seeds. So all agronomic seeds, it means crop true seed plus propagating materials. Though both of these are considered as seed, but botanical seeds, in that case there is no chance of propagating material. It considers just only seed. So we can say that all botanical seeds are agronomic seeds, but all agronomic seeds are not botanical seeds. Plus, for example, potato tuber is an agronomic seeds, but it is not botanical seeds, because it is a potato tuber, it is a stem, so it is not a seed, but in the sense of agriculture, it is seed. Okay, I think all of you have gotten clear idea about it. And then steps in crop seed production. Here, if you look at this portion, crop seed, what does it mean? Crop seed, it means if here seed is produced for crops are actually produced to get seeds. For that reason, this title name is crop seed production. For example, farmers cultivate rice to paddy for getting rice, but here some farmers they cultivate paddy not only get rice, their intention is to produce seed. Okay, and for that reason this title name is steps in crop seed production. It is a common that seed production is a complex process, because if your harvest doesn't get a suitable environment, if your harvester crops do not mature, or it gets some problems, in that case after the next year, if you just sow it, from that seed we cannot find germination or new plant. For that reason, seed production is a complex process, and to get improved quality seed, it is necessary to produce seed following appropriate rules. The rules: first one, land selection for seed. seed is the main condition. Fertilized seed or mature seed, it is a first condition to get more products. For that reason, for seed production, it is a main condition to have a fertile land. So fertile land should be selected for seed production, and selected land should be weed free, proper light and aeration system, and it should have at least 2% organic matter, because mature seed it can get more product, and it has more germination capacity. And then number 2, isolation distance. To produce seed, there should be a secure distance between the selected land and the nearby land of the same crop. This distance is called isolation distance. The objective of maintaining this distance is not to mix other varieties of the same crop. I can explain it. Isolation distance, like corona isolation distance, it is in that case, for example, you are a farmer, and you have a fertile land, and you select this for crop seed production, and another your nearby land, you are not owner of this land, another owner, you cultivate potato, and this farmer he also plants potatoes, but your variety you select more selected you choose more selected variety or improved variety for seed production. But your nearby farmer, his objective is just only to get potato harvest, not only for crop seed production. For that reason, your variety is not similar with him. Like your variety, it produces white colored potato, but your nearby farmer from you, his potato color of potato variety is red in color. So these are different, and your seed quality is also different from him. So if you do not maintain the isolation distance, the some varieties can mix up. As a result, you cannot get your desired production. Okay, for to avoid cross matching or to mix other varieties, there should be a secure distance. This is called isolation distance, and the objective of maintaining this distance is not to mix other varieties of the same crop. For example, you can get that I cultivate a white color potato, but after harvest time you can get red color potatoes, or you can get a mixture, some white color and some red color mixture type of potatoes. It is just is a result of mix of varieties. You should avoid it, and for that reason isolation distance is important for it. And number 3, seed collection. Where you get seed for crop seed production. Seed collection is an important step in seed production. Certified seed must be collected for seed production. During seed collection, a farmer must know the following information. First one, variety name. Number 2, name and number of seed grower who produces this seed. Okay, seed grower. Percentage of other seed variety. In that case, when you produce crop seed, percentage of other seed variety will be minimum. Germination capacity of seed. How much seed can germinate? It is called germination capacity of seed. Seed moisture content. Date of seed testing. You must know all of this information, and it is it is given in the packet of the seed. I think you observe it. And number 4, determining seed rate. Seed rate per hectare is determined considering seed purity, seed viability, germination capacity, seed size, sowing time, soil fertility. Okay. And number 5, preparation of the selected land. You collect seed, but after collection of seed, you have another duty to prepare of selected land. So land preparation is important, and land preparation varies with the crop species and also with the crop variety. For example, transplant for producing seeds of transplant almond rice, land is to be well prepared. But if you consideration, if you want to produce seeds of wheat, land is to be prepared. But if you compare with almond rice, land should not be so much well prepared for wheat production. So it depends on, or if you want to produce vegetables, and in that case land is to be well prepared, and it depends on which type of vegetables you want to produce it depends on. So preparation of selected land is important, and if you prepare your land so much, you can get more products. Okay. And number 6, seed sowing. Seeds of selected crop should be sown in rows, maintaining appropriate spacing. Here space is very important, and you get better result if you maintain a row, because if you maintain a row, it would be easier to control weed, and it would be easier to give them irrigation, so raw or to give them fertilizer, so it would be, or to control insecticide, so it would be important to maintain rows. Okay, and also maintain appropriate spacing. The depth of seed sowing in rows depend on the seed size. Another the same topics, another depends on seed size, seed moisture, and soil structure. Now you may have a question, what is soil structure? So soil structure, it means the condition of the moisture of the soil, or soil, it is hard soil, or it is loose soil, or water content, water is more in soil, or water less in soil, water is either okay. And another steps in crop seed production. Number 7, it is rowing. What is rowing? Some plants of other varieties and weeds are found in the field. If you at the first time, we always try to control our weeds, but it is not possible, because for a year some seeds can come out in your field. So whatever we try to control it, but it is not possible to overcome weeds. So weeds can come from here. Some plants of other varieties and weeds are found in the field, and these plants are unexpected, are to be removed from the field, because we do not want to cultivate or to cultivate this plant. So these are unexpected and are to be removed from the field. And removal of this type of plants is known as rowing, and it is done at 3 stages. One is before flowering, during flowering, and number C, at maturity. In the 3 stages we can we use to remove weeds or unwanted plants, and this process is called rowing process. And number 8, intercultural operation. Intensive and many intercultural operations are needed for seed production. What will be our intercultural operation? I think all of you know that, such as weeding, disease or insect control, to give them balanced fertilizer, manure application, proper irrigation, drainage of excess rain or irrigation water. And number G, top dressing of fertilizer. Top dressing of fertilizer, it means fertilizer is given just after germination of plants. They are just farmers spread this fertilizer. This is called top dressing fertilizer, and when they apply this type of fertilizer, leaves or crops, it looks more beautiful, or it looks more healthy, and this is called crop dressing of fertilizer. And in for example, I can say that in spinach cultivation, crop dressing fertilizer is important, because when you want to buy spinach, your consideration would be always to find more leafy vegetables. And when we apply more urea after the germination of spinach, this is called crop dressing fertilizer, and in that case we can get more leafy spinach. Okay. And this and number 7, seed harvesting. Seeds are to be harvested just after ripening. Thereafter it should be threshed and cleaned. In case of crop seed production, it is important the seeds are to be harvested just after ripening, because more lengthy time it would be harmful, or before ripening if we collect it, it also harmful for their germination. So it would be important to harvest them just after ripening. And in that case, our section 1 is just halfly done in this discussion, and in the next class we will discuss another one. Thank you. Pray for me, and thank you.